welcome. We are back, and we are just getting ready to hit the end of spring training here here on March 30th, 2023. As far as our spring went, we did horribly. We went 5-22 in the spring. We did not do too well in the Cactus League. Statistics, well, that's a different story. As you can see, we had some pretty good players. We had some good runs for the season. Wilson Ramos led the team with a 522 average. He appeared in 26 games. He had 4 home runs. Justin Upton hit 455. Jorge Mateo, who is one of our bright center field prospects, who is 27 years old, he hit 375. Kyle Lewis hit 352. Bubba Starling, who we scooped up for the agency because we needed more center field depth. He hit 333 for the spring. Basically, we actually had a couple of hitters that hit below 200. We actually had a few that didn't register a batting average, period, and actually appeared in a handful of games. Ryan Zimmerman's average dropped to 079. Nottingham hit 104. Franco hit 136. Billy McKinney hit 143. Evan White hit 170. Haggerty hit 195. Torrance hit 205. Gomez hit 211. Kelnick hit 221. Coming off of the fact that he spent the offseason recovering from a broken shin, as he missed, basically he just missed the end of the season. For him hitting a 221, it's good. We're not going to say it's great, but it's good. Haniger hit 224. Thompson Williams hit 239. Donnie Walton and J.P. Crawford both hit 250. It's gonna be a battle for the shortstop position for sure. Okay, Hernan Perez hit 267. Dylan Moore hit 284. Ty France hit 294. So we've got some decisions we've got to make on some people. Tyler Molly went 2-2. Let me see. Molly had the most wins. He went 2-2. Let's see who had the best ERA. That would actually be Bryce Wilson with a 2.45 ERA. Dylan Peters didn't pitch this spring, but Wilson had a 2.45. Everybody else kind of Ooh, oh, wow. Yeah, Emerson Hancock, David Robertson, Ken Giles had a horrible spring. Had a 15 ERA. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, so we're going to have some changes that we're going to need to make as far as what our roster is going to look like. And honestly, I'm just going to have to look over the roster. We might have to drop Torrens down, just because either Torrens or not, one of these two, Nottingham or Torrens, is going to end up going down to the AA, AAA level at least. Cal Riley is coming along, but he's coming along slowly. It's going to be interesting. Evan White had a horrible spring, but Ryan Zimmerman had an even worse spring, and Mitch Moreland didn't even really have any good at bats. So we've got some. We're gonna have to do something here. We're gonna have to do something with first base. Second base, I think we're in decent shape. Carlos Gomes, one of our nice signings. That's 19. Even though he's a deep potential, I think giving him some time in the minors, some time in AAA will do him some good. Shedlong Jr. is coming along decently, but I don't want to push his development too quickly. So it's probably going to end up being Perez and Moore that are going to stay at the big club. France and Franco will stay up on the big club at third. Short, it's going to stay the way it is. Novelli Marte is making a push, a very strong push. Probably give him one more year, and if he has a good year, we'll see. We do have some of our new draft picks that will be making their way down. As you can see, one of them being John Hale. He'll probably either stay in A ball for the year, or he might move up to AA, just depending on what we need. Left field, honestly, I mean, Kelnick's going to stay up. Justin Upton might stay up there as well. If anything, Haggerty may move down. Fisher is definitely going to go down, and probably Billy McKinney. So that's probably going to stay with Upton, and it's probably going to be Upton and Kelnick, Haggerty, Fisher, and McKinney will probably drop. Center field, Kyle Lewis. We gave Kyle Lewis a new contract. As you can see, he signed a new 6-year deal, I believe. We've got young talent pushing it hard. One of our draft picks from last year, Robert Marion, is progressing along very nicely, and then you've got Jose Mateo. He's also progressing along. He's probably going to stay down in AAA. There's a distinct possibility, depending on how things go, that Marion may make the ultimate push onto the big club this year. We do have a crowded outfield. We do have a very, very crowded outfield, and uh, at this point we may be at this point, because of money and just the fact that we've got a crowded outfield, we may be making some pushes to send some people out. I know one of them that I'm thinking about is just that recently re-signed Kyle Lewis. I'm also thinking that Mitch Haniger, we might see what we can get for Haniger, and might make a push because with us having Dom Thompson Williams already up on the big club, he's hitting good. He's a future outfielder, and then Julio Rodriguez, bless his heart, man. I mean, the guy's got great contact, great power. The arm's coming along nicely. He could make a very, very strong push for the major league club this year. Very strong. Our biggest question, other than what we're gonna do in the outfield, is of course gonna be our rotation. Our rotation, as it stands right now, we're looking at Syndergaard, Rendon, Gonzalez, probably Tyler Mahle, and then Kendall Graveman. Bryce Wilson, we're planning on keeping up. There's a distinct possibility that, depending on how things go, somebody may end up getting traded. I'm not gonna say who yet, but there is, because of contracts and age, it just kind of depends on how things go, because, I mean, not very many of our pitchers had good springs. At least our money guys, Syndergaard and Rendon, both went combined 0-5, and their ERAs were 10 plus. So, I mean, combined were plus over 10. So, I don't know. Marco Gonzalez seems to be a very steady hand for us. Mahle seems to waver here and there, so it's going to be interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even close to finish. Once we get the regular season started and they start moving people around, people start getting moved around, it's gonna get very tricky. Because, I mean, we do have guys coming up. I mean, we've got Logan Gilbert. He's 24, A potential. He had a decent spring at a 3.94 ERA. Emerson Hancock, who is on the top prospect list, he didn't have a good spring. He had a 6.92 ERA, but that's kind of to be expected. He has not had much time in the majors, so it's very possible. We've got Dylan Peters, another guy that's going to be down in the minors this year, kind of working his way up, is George Kirby. He is a 72 overall, A potential. If he has another good year like he had in AA, there's a very distinct possibility that he might make the push to go up. We also have a recently drafted, I'm talking very recently, we just drafted him this past season, Rick Knott. He is 20 years old. Right now he's an A ball. He's A potential. If he develops, we're gonna make a push. There's a very strong. He's gonna end up getting some time in AA, and trip, and we'll see what happens. He might start the year out in A-ball, and then we may make some moves. I'm not sure. It's kind of it's a fluid situation at this point. But as for right now, that's pretty much it. We will be making some trades. I don't actually know who we're going to start the season against at this present point in time. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. You know what? Actually, let's go ahead and see who we're going to start the season against. Alright, so we're starting the season against Houston. So we start, it's going to be a 4-game series against Houston in Houston. And then basically we're spending 7 days. We're spending 6 days in Texas. 4 of them will be in Houston. 2 of them will be in Arlington. And then we've got a travel day to go back home, and we will play Houston for 3 more. We got the White Sox for 3. Then we're going to LA and then San Francisco, and then at least 4 games against Texas to end the month of April. So that's going to be it. Also, the roster, let's see. You see how they set the roster. Okay, so let's see how they did it. Let's see what I'm going to make some changes. Okay, so I'm happy for the most part. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have... Oh, they bought... Okay, so why would they bring... I'm not... Okay, one change I'm definitely going to make. Logan Gilbert, we're going to move you down to AAA. And Bryce Wilson, we are going to move you back up to the majors. Bullpen looks good. I'm not too let's see. Let's see here. Okay, bullpen looks okay. Of course, the closer is going to be Ken Giles. Okay, they're talking about carrying 3 catchers on the majors. I don't want that. Okay, for one, I'm going to move... Yeah, somebody's going to have to move. Because we only have... Okay, Zimmerman's on waivers, but he's on the big club. Alright, I'm okay with this. I'm perfectly fine with that. They're only keeping Crawford up at short. That's... not too thrilled about that. Okay, Upton and Kelnick. I'm good with that. Kyle Lewis, I'm fine with that. Mitch Haniger and Dom Thompson-Williams. Looks like Julio Rodriguez is going to be making a push a lot sooner than I thought. Yep. Okay, so yeah, basically, if anything, we're going to change up the catcher. I think having Wilson Ramos as a backup catcher is a good idea. I'm just trying to decide which one of these two I want to send down. I'm just not sure. We're gonna have to wait. I don't know. We're gonna be tinkering. We're gonna be tinkering with the roster. As of right now, let's see. No, Ramos is not going to hit against right-handers. He cannot hit against right-handers. Not for contact, anyway. If he's going to do it, he's going to be a DH. So, okay, so Torrens will hit against the right-handers. Let's see. I'm okay with him hitting against lefties. I think that'll work. They want Evan White. So I'm not too thrilled about Evan White. Oh no, I'm thinking. I don't know. Nottingham may end up getting moved. We may end up moving. I don't know. We end up. I've got some decisions to make. I'm fine. Dom Thompson Williams, I'm fine with being the DH. As it stands right now, the outfield's gonna change. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. As a matter of fact, let's see. Okay, yep, he's batting with the DH, so that makes sense. 73, 71, 73. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so that's why he's not doing that. So, okay, cool. That'll work. So, Upton will face lefties. I'm okay with this. Haniger. I don't know. Something's gonna take shape here. We're gonna get ready for opening day. Just as a warning, before we get to opening day, we are probably gonna make a roster move. I don't know what it's gonna be just yet. I'm still debating. I know it won't be the pitchers just yet, but we will be sending an outfielder packing. I'm just not sure exactly which one just yet. It's still kind of up in the air. But we will start the season. We'll start a 4-game series against Houston. And then basically we've got the 4-game series against Houston. And then we've got the 2-game series at Texas. So that's what's coming as we get ready to start the 2023 season. Thank you guys for following along, and we will see you here back for opening day on MLB The Show 21.